Hello and welcome back to my channel, Mend with Mare. Okay, today I will be doing my very first reaction video. A little nervous for it, but this video came highly recommended for me to react to. If you look back at some of my videos, I recently posted the video on the pain and stages of loving an addict, and several people asked if I would react to the song Renegade by the Big Red Machine and Taylor Swift. I will admit I am a big Taylor Swift fan, but I think that this song kind of flew under the radar, so I'm going to be reacting to it because several people said that this song is as if Taylor Swift is the person that loves the addict and she's speaking to them like in the midst of the chaos. So let's get right into it. All right, let me get this going here.
Tapped on your window on your darkest night. The shape of you was jagged and weak. There was nowhere for me to stay, but I stayed anyway.
Okay. I don't want to cry any more than I did in the previous video this early in the morning. So let me go back. Jeez. I tapped on the window on your darkest night. The shape of you was jagged and weak. There was no place for me to stay, but I stayed anyway. Yeah, you love an addict. You go, you check in and make sure that they're okay on their darkest night, and even though they're jagged and weak and there's nowhere for you to stay, you still insert yourself because you care about them.
Nowhere for me to stay, but I stayed anyway. If I would have known how many pieces you had crumbled into, I might have let them lay. Are you really gonna talk about timing in times like these? Let all your damage me.
Oh, so good. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is about loving an addict. Are you really going to talk about timing in times like these? That just reminds me of when the addict is not taking it seriously enough and you're like, this is the time. You got to go right now. Like things are really bad. It's serious. You need to go to rehab. You need to go see a therapist. And they're like, no, I've got this to do in my schedule and work, and how am I going to get out of this and that? Like there's always all of these reasons and excuses. How can you talk about timing in times like these? Like it's really bad. Nothing else matters. And let all your damage me. That's how it feels. Even though it's a disease, all of this is hurting me. I'm in pain. Look at me. Anyways.
Carry your baggage up my street, make me your future history. It's time.
Oof. Okay, so it's like you come to me, you're carrying your baggage up my street, but you're gonna end up making me your future history. Oh my gosh, that play on words right there, future history. Wow, that definitely, I feel that. I feel that in my bones. That is, you're like, you're gonna come and you're gonna do this to me. You're gonna come here and then it's gonna have to end because it's so bad.
You've come a long way, open the blinds, let me see your face. You wouldn't be the first renegade to need somebody.
Okay. You wouldn't be the first renegade to need somebody. Renegade is like somebody who doesn't like, not the law. It's something like somebody who's different, who goes against the norm, goes against the grain. These type of people probably feel as if they don't need help from anybody. And so she's saying to them, you wouldn't be the first renegade to need somebody. So it's kind of like, you got to accept help. It's kind of like saying you're not so special. Like you can get help from people. You don't have to do it on your own. Powerful.
Is it insensitive for me to say, get your shit together so I can love you?
Okay, I promise I will stop stopping so much, but I'm just like very shocked that every single lyric is giving me the feels. Is it insensitive of me to say, get your shit together so I can love you? Desperation, oh God, painful. So I can love you. It's not insensitive for us to ask for what you need.
Is it really your anxiety that stops you from giving me everything? Or do you just not want to?
Okay. If you replaced anxiety, is it really your anxiety that stops you from giving me everything? So if you replaced anxiety with addiction, is it really your addiction that stops you from giving me everything? You sometimes wonder that. You're like, is it this, or do you really not want me? Because it doesn't seem like they do at times because of their choice to put the addiction in front of you. Actually, I shouldn't say choice, because I know, oh gosh, it's a disease. So it's a very complex thing. That's why it's so important to talk about. Okay, let's keep going.
I tapped on your window on your darkest night. The shape of you was jagged and weak. There was nowhere for me to stay, but I stayed anyway. You fire off missiles cause you hate yourself. Do you know you're demolishing me?
You fire off missiles because you hate yourself. Do you know that you're demolishing me? It's like so badly you want them to understand that. Kind of like the lyric, let all your damage damage me. And at the basis of addiction, a lot of it is this self-hate that they have a result of childhood trauma, lots of different things, but it's leading them to act out and to hurt the other person that loves them so much, but they can't see it.
And you squeeze my hand as I'm about to leave. Are you really gonna talk about time in times like these? Girl, you're dead.
One last, I'm so sorry, I keep stopping this. And then you squeeze my hand as you're about to leave. It's that cycle of they're gonna go or you're gonna go, but then they squeeze your hand like pulling you. It's the pull, pulling you back into the drama that is addiction and the confusion that is addiction.
Damage me and carry your baggage up my street. Bring me your future. History, it's time. You've come a long way. Open the blinds, let me see your face. You wouldn't be the first renegade to need somebody. Is it insensitive for me to say, get your shit together so I can love you? If I would've known how sharp the pieces were you'd crumbled into, I might have let them lay.
Oh, this is a sad lyric to hear. If I would have known how sharp the pieces were, I might have let them lay. That's when you're looking back at what has happened in your life as a result of loving somebody with an addiction, and then you're like, would I have done it all over again? And it's something you can't really say to them, but you're kind of like, I don't know. If I would have known how sharp and how deep these cuts would have been from the wounds of your addiction, I don't know if I would have done it again. It reminds me of her, she has that one song, Death by a Thousand Cuts. It reminds me of that. It's like a really slow, painful death.
Are you really gonna talk about time in times like these? Girl, your damage me. Carry your baggage up my street. Make me your future. History, it's time. You've come a long way. Open the blinds, let me see your face. You wouldn't be the first renegade to need somebody.
Oh gosh. Makes me want to go cry. I'm not gonna do it again. I love those overlapping lyrics. Oh, and just the desperation and just being like, I really get the feeling it's like, aren't I enough? Like, are you really gonna keep doing this to me? You know, there's times when you want to say, like, if you can't do it for yourself, just do it for me. But it's not the right message because they ultimately have to do it for themselves. That was totally on point. I am wondering who the addict is in T Swifty's life. That I hope a lot of you see the similarities that I did. I think that song was incredible, and I'm kind of surprised that it's not as popular as some of her other songs. So thank you for this recommendation. I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope I didn't stop the video too many times. I probably did. But yeah, I'm gonna go have a good cry. Thank you for that. Have a good day. Thank you all. Please subscribe. Bye.